Victor's life was filled with disarray, as he was born into a world of monochrome and gray. Victor spent his days silently wasting away. His isolated home remained obscured, even in the day. In the corner of the room lay a self-reflecting tomb, yet little did Victor know that this mirror would soon become his doom. Ah, yes, I believe this particular character and his story are coming along rather nicely.
Hello, is there anyone there?
Well, I beg your pardon, but who in the world said that? Whilst it's taken me a while to locate the sound of your voice, I finally found you. Now, what is it that made you wander into my sanctuary?
To be completely forthright with you, one minute I was in search of my creator from within the confines of my humble little cabin. The next minute, I heard the sound of your voice calling through my mirror and proceeding into the void. Then, all of a sudden, I was here with you, which is why I ended up in your sanctuary, as you call it.
Ah, I see. Well, in that case, the term void appears to be very much correct, as from my perspective, I can barely see a thing from behind you, and yet you're merely peering into my world with this mirror acting more so like a window. Forgive me of my manners, but what is your name, if I may ask?
My name is Victor Gray.
Victor? I don't believe it. You're one of my Archivians.
Excuse me, I'm what?
An Archivian. You happen to come from a galaxy that is far beyond the reaches of my world, and at that particular time, I naturally came up with a term to describe your entire race, species, lineage, bloodline, henceforth.
I must say, that is rather intriguing, but I'd be lying if I didn't admit that I know very little about what lies beyond the outside reaches of my world. Yet, I'm starting to experience it for the first time in my life.
Do you happen to know where you are in this current moment?
I know exactly where I am at this current moment. I call this place the in-between, the dark, endless void filled with these glass-like fragments and fractures that show me glimpses into worlds all but unknown to me. Yet sometimes I can also be shown a future event that is yet to happen. It merely depends on the circumstance. You could say that from the moment of my inception, I looked through the mirror's edge, and I saw the truth. You know, for being my creator, you're certainly not at all what I expected you to be.
Let me guess, you expected an ancient godlike being with infinite power rather than a mere mortal human?
Exactly, or at least something to that effect per se.
I understand. Nonetheless, you're more than welcome to stay here for a while if you'd like. Granted, whilst I prefer the isolation, I do enjoy having company all the same.
Simon was once a happy soul, whose life was nothing less than droll. At some point in time, Simon had love upon his mind. Thus he bided his time until he finally found someone whom he thought was truly kind. Yet, much to Simon's dismay, their love had quickly faded away. Feeling enraged and betrayed, the darkness within Simon slowly came into play. Within his mind and within his soul, an ancient demon quickly took hold. Simon remained ever scorned, as his heart remained ever torn. Yet, within the darkness, a killer was born. Artist, are you awake by any chance?
Yes, I'm awake. What's wrong, Victor?
I don't mean to alarm you, but I'm sensing the ever-growing presence of another one of your Archivians, and this one doesn't seem to be friendly in the slightest.
Where am I?
What in the hell is this place?
Oh, easy there, friend. I'm sure this whole situation is rather confusing.
I'm not the one that you should be worrying about. If anything, you should be worried about yourself. Because if I was on the other side of this infernal screen, your life would be mine to take.
Well, Victor, you weren't wrong. He certainly isn't the most seldom of spirit, yet one might say that he has a killer personality.
I didn't intend to be right by any means, but one thing that I'm certain of is that he terrifies me. I swear, you so much as make another cheesy one-liner, and I'll slice out your tongue faster than you can even think to speak. Don't tempt me.
Alright then, let's try a different approach. What is your name, if I may ask?
My name is Simon Caldwell, but most people who know of my egregiously long case file tend to call me Simon Sinister.
Why specifically the term Sinister, to be exact?
Well, to be completely honest with you, many years ago I was the prime suspect and sole perpetrator in a series of spree killings that were committed within the confines of a small town which I lived in. The local law enforcement who were presiding over my case eventually dubbed me as Simon Sinister.
I think I speak for both Victor and I when I say you certainly are very sinister in nature, Simon. Yet you murdered many innocent people in cold blood, and judging by your retelling of events, you must feel rather justified in your cruel and albeit heinous actions.
You dare to question me? What you presume as innocent were far from it. They all deserved it. Every single one of them.
Nevertheless, no matter the circumstances, you and Victor came here to find me for a reason, and if you two are here, then I have a strong sense that an old friend of mine is not too far behind.
Artist, old friend, it's been a long time since our last meeting.
Nexus, it's good to see you, my dear friend. What exactly are you doing here?
I have come bearing a message of the utmost importance, a grave warning of events that are about to unfold. The convergence of both our worlds has begun, and its reckoning is now upon us all.
Surely there must be a way that you can delay the convergence from coming to fruition.
Artist, my old friend, I'm afraid that the situation is out of my mechanical hands as of this point. You know just as well as I do that certain events have to play out in concordance with the natural law of time itself, laws that predate the very existence of the universe. In the end, whether past, present, or future, time will come for us all.